Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the San Diego Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourself. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby, is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
Out of the gun now on third down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
A gain of 3, second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, somewhat. You've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat him to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw is Lynch. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Calling a gain is 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent gain. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But we this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now San Diego getting set to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 20 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got him.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Now it's Lynch. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Lynch, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, Lynch. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Lynch to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing, Lynch, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal.
10, 3, 19.
Lynch with it on third and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll get 16 yards there, and it's a first down for the Broncos. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Now Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Here's Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sidelines. He could not come up with that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Lynch to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And McManus able to put it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. On third down, Lynch. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They'll try and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Check. 53 fight. Check. 53 fight. It's a run. They're running it.
Second and goal to go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2.
Let's go.
Third and 2. Now Lynch. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can. And
to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this complete to Henley over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's going to look deep down the field, and they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket and caught by Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.